a dawn-to-dark rancher of the old school. With the hands tending critters in far-flung pastures, the killer had free rein of the place for several hours. He had stepped in blood and tracked up the floor as he helped himself to the contents of the pantry and liquor cabinet. Then, he stole a saddle horse out of the corral. A fatal error. That horse awaited the farrier. The killer left a dim trail on dry ground, telltale impressions of unshod hoofs. The tracks were readily picked up 4 days later by the posse Sheriff Hale had dispatched from Columbia. The tracker, Noah Locke, pointed to irregular strides and reported the stolen mount had pulled up lame. Bobby Eckstrum was run to ground, slain by one hell of a long shot from a Sharps .50 caliber in the hands of Noah Locke. That round from an old buffalo gun was said to have reached 1,000 yards. True or not, the feat entered local folklore to be told and retold in saloons and livery barns throughout the county, and even the state. Locke, variously portrayed over the years by our resident scribe as Colorado's colorful character in Columbia, and the last of the genuine frontiersmen ranging from peak to plain, was now described in newspaper accounts as a steely-eyed marksman and a skilled gun hand from the pioneer era. According to posse men, Locke had cocked the Sharps and stood in the stirrups the moment their quarry was sighted. He snugged the butt plate to his shoulder, drew aim, and squeezed the trigger. The report was deafening. In the blink of an eye, the impact of the .50 caliber bullet spilled the fleeing man out of the saddle, dead before he hit the ground, as folks like to say. Perhaps so. There was no denying the fact that the heavy bullet packed a punch. It was designed to stop a charging bull buffalo, and the force of this slug blew open the killer's head like an overripe cantaloupe thrown to the ground. Locke was no braggart, but he was not one to decline free beer at the bar of the Sunflower Palace in recognition of his feat either. "Dang lucky shot," he allowed, wiping beer foam from a chalk-white mustache drooping down to fleshy jowls. "Dang lucky." Such professed modesty only added to his credibility in our parts. As to Bobby Eckstrum, if drunkenness, urinating in public, and vagrancy counted, the crime was not the first he had committed in Columbia, but it was by far the most heinous. "That bastard killed a good man." "Got what he deserved from Mr. Sharps." "Old Noah saved us the trouble of knotting a noose." "Damn sure did." Folks wondered where the payroll had gone. It was no secret Roger Sims paid his ranch hands in cash at the end of the month. He held the money in his floor safe for the convenience of Bar S cowhands, most of them with deposit and withdrawal transactions meticulously entered in his ledger book. Ranch hands were questioned by Sheriff Hale, and all of them were cleared. A search for the money was undertaken. No cash was in the ranch house, the horse barn, cowshed, or other outbuildings. Even the toilet pit was probed with a long-handled irrigator's shovel. A total of $4.70 was found in the pockets of the dead man, along with 2-quart bottles of bourbon in stolen saddlebags. The only other physical evidence was a set of bloody boot prints on the floor. Smeared as they were, anyone could see the toes were blunt, not the pointed toes of boots meant for the stirrup. Bobby might have hidden the payroll and the savings account so carefully noted in Sim's ledger, or, as some folks speculated, an accomplice might have been involved. Everybody was talking about it. For me, the mystery deepened the morning I came upon my classmate, Destiny Eckstrum. I found her sobbing in her grief. A couple of weeks had passed since the corpse had been brought in by the posse, and Destiny had not attended school since then. We had all heard about the shot fired by Mr. Noah Locke, as well as the condition of the body. Slung across the back of a burro the posse men had found running loose, the remains of Bobby Eckstrum had been interred without comment in the cemetery north of town. Then came that morning on my way to school when I heard someone crying down by Antelope Creek. I stopped and listened, at first thinking an animal was there, injured. Leaving my books and lunchbox beside the road, I made my way through a stand of cottonwoods down slope to the bank of the creek. There, hunched down in tall grass by slow-moving water, Destiny sat with her hands pressed to her face. I pushed my eyeglasses up on the bridge of my nose. I saw scuffed, oversized shoes blackened with stove soot instead of the black jack polish everyone else used.